clearly an exciting time for technology businesses. PayPal is, obviously in the payments business. Times get harder. Fraud management, does that become also an exciting time for people to try and find the way around the system and the controls that you try to put in as a business? Does that become a bigger issue for you in these sorts of times?
So first of all, thank you very much for inviting me. Pleasure to be here with a number of CEOs. For a CFO, I normally get asked to talk about US GAAP exposure draft 325B, and so I'm delighted.
Please, that's enough. That's enough.
And we'll cover that later. But it's a delight to be here. In terms of the question, exciting times, I think these are the most exciting times for us as an organisation. I think there's tremendous opportunity for many businesses. I think, like many of the people here, when we think about opportunities, think about really our customers. And if you think about what's happening to our customers, you mentioned social, mobile and local. For us, our mobile business grew 5 times last year. We have a very big business. People always have these devices. Everybody's got a device open here. Many of you are on devices there. People just are changing their habits and changing the way they do things. And I think there is tremendous opportunity for many businesses to meet those new consumer needs and help consumers do what they want. I think also it's worth thinking about we talked about recession here, potentially in Europe or potentially in EMEA. 25% of our business in EMEA is done cross-border. So there are tremendous opportunities. And if we think about the BRIC companies, we're going to open an office in Russia later this year. I have my first visit next month. We've got a business in Brazil and in the LATAM, so Latin America countries that are I couldn't quite believe it. I've just come back from California actually at the weekend, and at our Leaders' Day we talked about our growth in Latin America at being 250% a year. So there is plenty of opportunity out there. The opportunities with data and technology. I mean, for us, we did 2.5 billion transactions last year. And trying to understand those and make sense of all the data that we have and you probably have as in your own businesses is extremely challenging. We look at our business, whether it's intra, cross-border. We look at it whether it's high or low ASP. We look at it whether it's on the marketplace or whether it's on merchant services. We look at every merchant service business by segment. And so very quickly you can see you end up with just millions of ways to cut and dissect data. And there are, I believe, tremendous opportunities for people that can actually target people with the right offers. Many of you, I'm sure, are signed up to Groupon. Well, I get a lot of offers for eyebrow threading, and I know sometimes I do look like Dennis Healy, but I also get various other offers which are not necessarily appropriate for me as a rather old man. And so I think trying to find, when we talk about social, local and mobile, trying to find offers and opportunities that are relevant to people, that is where you stand to make a lot of opportunity, I believe. And just finally on fraud, fraud is a big issue for us, I think, globally as a whole business in e-commerce. It's particularly big business for us. And actually, although we're a payments company, we really are a risk management company. We have the lowest and best-in-class fraud rates, but it's still, when I look at the actual dollar number, it's enormous. And we have a continual arms race with fraudsters that come in to offices like this pretty much every day. Not here, obviously, but in whether it's Romania, whether it's the US, whether it's China, to set about defrauding us as a business and every financial institution out there. And it is an arms race to try and keep ahead of that. And when we maybe talk a little bit later about opportunities to help businesses, I think trying to provide security when you're doing transactions on the web is key to trust and growing business.